Hello and welcome to Rockstar UK. In this episode we're going to try and do something a little bit different. We're actually going to jump onto the Harley Davidson and we're going to fit some indicators that I've got. I got these off of, I think it was AliExpress, maybe Amazon, I can't quite remember. But I got them significantly cheaper than what a lot of the similar LED indicators are like on the market. So these ones are, as you can see, they mount slightly differently. So you've got one mounting point there and this one's got a mounting point slightly differently again. Now these are for mounting on the handlebars, basically where you got the controls and and the levers. They mount up to the mirrors, so where the mirrors go through, either through the top or like mine are underhung, these will go, basically get sandwiched in there, and they're a little bit more, I'll say hidden, but they are super bright, so you still get seen. Now the ones that are on the bike, I'll show you those. I don't really like them. They look a bit gash and a bit thrown together, so I want something to look a little bit smarter. So looking at what currently is on the bike, they've basically got this sort of P-clip and this little like LED that's just stuck on the side. They do a job, but I'm not overly sort of impressed by them. So the ones that we've got are literally going to mount right here, and then this one, if you can see, so that's the mirror point there, but the mirror point on this one is actually back here, so that's why you've got the sort of like the extended bit that goes back. So we'll get them on, put them in position, we'll take these ones off, and then yeah, we'll see what they look like. So first of all, got to get these ones off, which is, it looks like they're spinning. Oh no, it's alright. This is a 14mm spanner to get these ones off. Obviously the standard ones be different, but these aftermarket ones look rubbish. I mean, even the wire quality is bad. So once we can get these off, there we go. Get that off, there we go, and then we can feed these wires through and pull that one off, and we'll do the same with the other side. So first of all, I wanted to show you what they actually look like, the old ones. So and they actually shine up like that all the time, which is very confusing in the UK. So if you press it, it's not a major difference. So turn that off. Right, so let me turn the ignition off a sec. So the problem I've got now is the wire. Hello. So the wire that goes around the back and that, it feeds up and it goes into this little batch of wires here. Now this looks very untidy compared to what I like to do, so I'm probably going to have to take the headlight off and this shroud, pull them off together so that I can then actually see what the wiring is there. I probably won't film that, I'll just get it off so you can see what we're dealing with. Okay, so took the two bolts off, headlight down. This is good. This is what I was wondering whether I'd see or not. So you see these two gold things, they're like the LED ballasts. So sometimes when you put an LED light on, you'll get like an error, whereas these will prevent that from happening, so that it basically ensures that you get proper functionality. So basically what I've got to do is trace the wires from the indicator along into whichever one these go to, and then wire my lights in accordingly. So first of all, I'm going to put my ones in place and then basically follow the wires and then start wiring them in. Okay, so we've mounted that one literally underneath. You just sandwich it in between the mirror and where your bolt goes through, or the bolt goes all the way through, and then you just put your nut on, hold that in place with your thumb so it's nice and flush, and then hold that so that it doesn't rotate, and just do up your top one. Now with this wire we can follow the existing wire that's up here. Sorry about the wobbly camera. So we can follow this existing wire along and into this collection. That will probably tidy it up a bit rather than having all of this gubbins going everywhere. So yeah, that's probably the next thing, is we'll mount the other one and then we'll get rid of these two and then start the wiring. And now we can show you what it all looks like. Okay, so managed to finish the job. So the wiring is pretty straightforward. I had a ballast up here and a ballast this side which have been bonded in, and you basically run them in parallel with your light wires. So there's the first one. It's mounted up there. It sits quite nice. I'm quite impressed with that one, but this one just looks ugly. It's almost like it's been molded wrong and it should be up here. And you can't just flip it over because it's pretty much one way, but it looks so much better than having them here. I've managed to tidy up all the wiring, bring it along and in, so it does look a lot better. So if we put the ignition on, we've got the headlight. Do this side first. Nice and bright, and turn that one off, and then we got this side. Uh-oh. That's not good, is it? That one works. Okay, we'll check it. Right, so that was a nice neat little install which tidied up the front end of the bike. We've got a lot more to come on the Harley, so the back end's going to change quite considerable. The next video I'll probably show what I've done to the back end in terms of cutting it and shaping it to what was on the bike and the reasons why I did it. So change the indicators. That's a good little start on the bike. I'm just looking forward to the riding season so I can get out on it, enjoy the bike, learn a bit myself. Black Betty, I can work a little bit on the side because obviously I've got a different bike or another bike which will allow me to have a bit more freedom in terms of working on the bikes as well, because the bike's not going to be off the road. I've got another one I can jump onto. So Black Betty, we will get onto repairing some of the bits on there, putting it all back together, and yeah, more fun to come. So if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see all you guys in the next one.